What's going on, guys? Jonathan3703 here with your 2025 July Course of Fire. I have a match on the 5th of July, right after Freedom Weekend. Hopefully we'll see you there. Let's get in some stages. All right, first up we have Rapid Revolution. It's nice to have a prone stage back. It's been quite some time before we could, since we've been able to shoot the KYL stage just from a prone position. I really think that's kind of where the rack shines, and it's just nice to have it back. Only trick is it's a timed stage. And I do my very best to make sure my KYL at my match is really solid and stop spinning rather quickly, or at least spin straight. That way, if you want to try to stop it mid-motion, you can. But that's kind of what's going to make this stage a little bit difficult, waiting for your target oscillations to kind of stop. Other than that, it's a pretty simple stage with target distances at 40 yards, 63 yards, and 98 yards. Our next stage, Let Freedom Ring. This is shooting off of a tank trap. We have two different targets at 75 yards, and it's a pretty easy stage. First one is nice and solid prone to get a good wind call, and then we're just going to be working the trap from tips and around the center. Pretty easy engagement. This is a pretty moderately generous target at 75 yards, and this is probably one of my favorite stages. Come on, stop swinging. Gosh, target swinging. Clean run. All right, our next stage, red, white, and boom. Firework thing for 4th of July, I love it. This is running the dual barrels. So there's one standing vertically, another one laying over on the side. I got a cradle kind of stabilizing that. Right now I just got two center blocks. But it's pretty kind of reminiscent of a stage we had last month where you had two targets in the near bank and two targets at the further bank, and you're just alternating back and forth. And this is a pretty cool stage. I'm using rollovers right here. Game Changer medium, Game Changer OG in heavy fill. It's quite a big boy, but it really does make the stabilization that much easier. So you just go back and forth. The only thing not to get tripped up on is the very last two target engagement. You're going to go near, large, far, small. Other than that, this stage is pretty straightforward. Impact. You're large.
Impact. Impact.
Well, another clean. Let's go, baby. The 1776 yard line. This is almost a carbon copy stage we had last month. Center blocks underneath a triple stack of tires. The only thing is we added a ladder to this. So if you look at it, you can see that I double bag. I got one perpendicular. They're kind of perpendicular to each other just to get elevated off the level real quick. You can run tripod rear. You see I'm going to dish that bag right there, restabilize, set it back up, go back down for my second position. You can use rear tripod. Some people, it trips them up. I elected to try it without it, and I think I had pretty good results. I only dropped one this stage right here. I'm not sure what happened after that. I'm shooting normal TAC 22 because rimfire is a little hard to find right now. And I'm really trying to save up and buy a case of lot tested stuff going into this season, preparing for Nationals 2026. That'll be pretty cool. But yeah, we're basically going to be doing a 3-inch, 2.5-inch, and a 2-inch all at 100 yards. It's more or less a 3-pedal, know your limits type deal. Straightforward stage, just try not to get too frustrated with the tires. I'll take it.
That's clean.
I'll drop one. Drop one on that ladder. With a double bag, it seems to work pretty well. I think I'm going to run that in the match. Engage. Let's get it. Red Coat Rack Attack. This is on my absolute favorite prop in the NRL, the NRL22 Pyramid. Unfortunately, trying to get this done, I got a new cameraman who's helping me out a little bit. Unfortunately, I didn't read the instructions in the stage brief that well. I had the intention of the stage down. You fire 2 shots from each position with holds. That's not a big problem, but I did it near to far instead of far to near. So I thought I dropped only 1 on this stage and shot 11, when in actuality it would be shot a 0. So this brings up a pretty good question. When you're at a match and if someone were to do what I did and proceed to shoot the whole course out of order, would you call impact, 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 and then say, hey, by the way, all those were out of order, so your score is 0? Or if you engaged in the wrong order, would you say wrong target? Would you say nothing at all? It's just one of those things you got to think about when you're ROing a stage. You don't necessarily want to coach some of the shooters, especially somebody who does as well as I do, and experienced shooters. Newer guys, it's a completely different story. You don't want them to be discouraged, but in a stage brief, shooter understand the course of fire, I should have known better, but I didn't. So reviewing this video is really humbling to sit there and think that I only dropped 2 for the whole entire day when it was 13. So drop 1. 11 out of 12 hits, but not too bad. In the match, it would have scored 0. Not too bad at all. All right, so this is the 2025 July course of fire. I shot it. I got some opinions on certain things. The pyramid stage, I dropped 1. Absolutely love the pyramid. Pyramid's a great prop. The fundamentals is great. I wasn't too happy with my 0, and I'm also shooting normal TAC 22 because rimfire is really hard to find out there. But drop 1. The ladder stage is a big echo of what we did last month, except you add the ladder to it. I double bagged it. I found like I was pretty stable on my tires and my ladder, but the rear tripod is an option for you if that's going to sit there and make you more stable. So other than that, the prone stage is a prone stage. Just don't get caught up on the sequence order, and depending on what type of KYL rack you guys are shooting, you could potentially have a long times or timeout waiting for a target to stop oscillating and going back and forth. So the barrel stage, I am actually a really big fan of the barrel. Fun fact is there was a stage that I drafted for the November course of fire that is almost exactly like the barrel stage you shot. Where it's 10 shots, you go A, B, A, B, A, B, except mine, you pick 2
That one's cool. Just don't get caught up on the final shot placement when it comes to the near large and then going to the far small. And last obstacle we had up there was, I'm missing one. What am I missing? Tank trap. Practice with a tank trap. I feel like it's a pretty simple stage. In your mind, if you break it down this way, say prone to get a wind call. Then the rest of the stage becomes a 9-shot stage. So tip, center, center, tip, center, center, tip, center, center. So make sure you just send just one on the tip. Just the tip right there for my 17 South Fork right there. He knows who I'm talking about, NRL22. But that'll wrap us up. I have a match on the 5th of July. Enjoy Freedom Weekend. Faith, family, and the freedoms that this nation affords. We're not perfect, but yeah, we're not perfect. But be sure to spend some time with your family if you're playing with fire. Be sure to be safe with that, and hopefully we'll see you guys at the match.